Professor Joannos, which is the key element for the financing of the innovations regarding the green shipping?
I think the key question is to do with availability of finance, especially from the banking sector, which is in dire straits. So the first question is, do we have the gunpowder to fire the cannon? And at the moment things are very difficult in the banking sector, especially the Western banks, and the situation gets worse because of regulatory initiatives under Basel III rules, which impose stringent rules on the banks concerning credit risk management and collaterals. And shipping, having special characteristics, is not taken fully into account in this case. So to start with, we have to make Basel III rules more shipping friendly, and that has to do with central banks, and especially the European Central Bank, to influence Basel rules, but also to add on top of that the green dimension. So measurements which could be environmentally friendly, albeit of course in realistic terms and technical terms effective, otherwise there's no point in talking about it. Anyway, in this context, the rules that the banks have to comply with should take into account first of all the characteristics of the shipping industry, and also on top of that the green effects. Now on top of that, because there's been a lot of discussion in the conferences and so on, we have to think about avoiding unnecessary regulation, both concerning the environment and the banking sector, because sometimes regulatory initiatives, they do not serve the purpose that they are supposed to serve, i.e. reducing the negative effects on the environment or preventing the banks from collapsing, but rather than creating bureaucracy and jobs for service industries and not for the industries they're supposed to help.
The conclusion regarding the political basis?
The political basis means that regulators and politicians should also know what they're talking about, especially to know the characteristics of the industry they're trying to regulate, so as to avoid making big mistakes at the expense both of the taxpayer, both of the environment, but also the economy as a whole and the industry they're supposed to help.
Thank you very much.